Hi everyone. This week's declaration is I am growing into the person God made me to be. Quite a few times recently, I've received emails and messages from people saying, Thea, believe God's given me this gift, or I love creating and I really want to use it for God's purposes. How do I take this to the next level? And I think it's a really good question. Basically, the question is, how do I run in my calling? How do I get what's in my heart out there? And maybe you're asking the same question. What am I made for? Why am I here? God, what have you made me to do? What does it look like for me to be fully alive? And we're searching out our identity. We're searching for our meaning. We're searching for our purpose. We're searching for our calling. But I think the most basic answer, and this is what I tell people, is seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and everything else will be added onto you. That's Matthew 6:33. And I say that because that is what the Bible says, but that is also what I have seen come true in my life. Before Dom and I were married, I tried all sorts of different businesses. And the last one I did was running a co-working space in Clapham called Common Room. And it was awesome. It was fun. We rented out desk space to artists and we worked there collaboratively. But I was so hindered, even in that running that, by my own stuff, by my own junk, and particularly by a poverty spirit that and with hindsight, I'm able to see how that really stopped that growing and becoming the fullness of what it could have been. So, example, there was a little kitchenette there, and I was even living there at one point, and I needed to get a sharp knife for the kitchen. For a good week or two, I was chopping stuff and cooking there using normal blunt kitchen knife, and I was like, okay, you need to get a proper knife. It's very embarrassing, but this honestly took me quite a long time to do and quite a lot of standing in the supermarket trying to choose the right knife. Heart beating. Like, this was a big decision for me. It is quite shocking looking back, but that is where I was at. And do you know what? I was hindered by a poverty spirit. I really struggled with spending any money, and even having money was scary. I didn't know how to manage money. I found it overwhelming. If I had money, I thought maybe I need to give it all away. I didn't know how to steward money. I didn't have a vision for abundance or maybe doing things excellently. I was more in sort of survival mode. I'll just have just enough just to get by. So when I was faced with hosting a space, these places where I needed to actually spend money to make it a really usable space and a good space paralyzed me. I found them totally terrifying, totally overwhelming.